Hello, Professor Todd. I'm going to be interviewing Mrs. Smith. She is in for a monthly checkup, and she is a stay-at-home mom. Her husband is laid off from work right now, and she has 3 kids. Hello, Mrs. Smith. What brings you in today?
Well, I've been having some dizzy spells, and I did pass out a couple weeks ago. I didn't really think anything of it, but I did hit my head, and like I said, I don't know, I just haven't been feeling myself. I don't know if it's because of, low blood pressure or what. I have a lot of stress going on at home right now as well, so, there's a lot going on.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get to the bottom of that. First of all, I want to let you know that this meeting is going all confidential. Anything we talk about will stay between you and I, and the doctor, of course. We are doing these screenings now with all of our patients. We ask everybody, so it's not just you, but would it be okay if I asked you some questions?
Shoot, go ahead.
Okay. How many times in the past 12 months have you had 4 or more drinks in one day?
Oh, in one day? 4 or more?
Yep, in the past 12 months.
Oh, I don't know. I would say recently it's been, I don't know, I'd say in the past 6 months I've been drinking more.
More?
Yes. So
okay.
I would say yes, I have been. At least 3 a day, at least.
Okay. So
it depends.
It depends on of course, I understand.
I hate to admit that.
Oh, you're not the only one. So how many days in a week would you say you have 4 or more?
It depends. I would say at least 4, at least.
So about 3 or 4 maybe in the past 12 months?
Yeah.
All right. If it's okay with you, based on that, I would like to ask if I could do a screening tool. It's a little bit more into depth about your drinking habits. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Okay. First question is, how often do you have a drink containing alcohol? Never, monthly, 2 to 4 times a month, 2 to 3 times a week, or 4 or more times a week?
Oh, at least 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay.
At least, yes.
How many drinks containing alcohol do you have on a typical day you are drinking? 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 5 or 6, 7 to 9, or 10 or more?
3 or 4.
Okay. For women, how often do you have 4 or more drinks on one occasion?
Oh, at least weekly.
At least weekly?
Sometimes daily, but yeah.
Okay, we'll just go with weekly. Question 4, how often during the last year have you found that you are not able to stop drinking once you have started?
In the last year?
Yes.
I would say less than monthly.
Less than monthly? All right, thank you. How often during the past year have you failed to do what was expected of you because of drinking?
Oh, I would say now, if I'm honest with myself, which I hate to be, in the past 6 months or so, I would say at least weekly.
Okay.
Maybe just one. I mean, it's not every single day, but
It has increased?
It has.
Okay, that's understandable. Number 6, how often during the past year have you needed a drink first thing in the morning to get yourself going after a heavy drinking session the night before?
I would say monthly.
Monthly? Okay. How often during the past year have you had a feeling of guilt or remorse after drinking?
I would have to say daily. I don't want to drink, but yeah.
Okay. Have you or someone else been injured because of your drinking?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
That's a positive outlook on it. Has a relative, friend, doctor, or other health professional worker been concerned about your drinking and suggested you cut down?
Honestly, no. It's nothing that I do really around others, so.
Okay, well that's not too bad. All right, well if you don't mind, I'm going to take a second and tally these up real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so based on your answers, you scored a 17. And what that means is you fall into the harmful drinking category.
Harmful?
Yes. Let's see. If you would like, I would like to show you some education about drinking and stuff. Okay. So this form here is going to show you how many drinks per what actually constitutes as one drink. So for women, you're actually not supposed to have over 3 drinks per day and 7 in a week. And then this over here just shows you that what constitutes as one drink. So 5 fluid ounces of wine would be one drink, or a 12-ounce regular beer would be a regular drink. How do you feel about those?
Oh, I mean, like I said, I don't like that I've been drinking. There's just so much going on. I just don't know where else to go, and it seems like I don't know. I just haven't realized how bad it's become. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm worried about my dizziness and stuff. Maybe this is because of the drinking. I drink mostly wine. I do on occasion drink, some harder stuff, but not all the time. I mean, I would consider myself being more risky than harmful right now.
So you notice that you might have a little problem, but you don't think that you fall into the category of harmful, or
no. I mean, I would not purposely harm my kids or my or anything like that. I don't want to.
Yes, that's totally understandable. Well, if you don't mind, just give me 1 second here. What are some good things that you found when you drink?
How it makes me feel. I just forget about my awful everything that's going on. My husband fell. He's in construction. He fell off a ladder. He hurt his back. He's laid off. I don't work. I have 3 children. I'm possibly pregnant right now. That adds a lot of financial strain. There's just a lot going on in my life. I don't work. I don't really have just a high school education. There's nothing really out there right now. I can't pay for daycare even if I did find something. And I don't really have any support other than my husband, which he has his own, I'm supporting him, emotionally and getting things for him, and I have the children, and I'm just exhausted.
So it sounds like drinking is like an outlet for you and makes you feel more.
Definitely. It doesn't make me feel better, it just makes me forget.
Makes you forget. Okay.
Yeah.
What would you say are some not so good things about your drinking?
Just the guilt, because I wasn't like that before, and like I said, it's just been the slippery slope that I just can't seem to. I don't know, and like I said, it's not. I feel like I could quit if I really wanted to, but I just because I've been able to quit other things in the past, kind of cold turkey, that sort of thing. But I don't know. I just feel like I need this just to help get me through a day.
Okay, so on one hand, you like to drink because it makes you forget about all the stress that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you feel like you need to start to quit a little bit. Am I getting that right?
I would say I need to, especially if it's passed into harmful. I mean, I don't want to harm myself. I don't want to harm my children. But I just don't know what else to do to make things better. Everything just seems really hopeless right now.
Okay, so would it be okay if I showed you this little pamphlet that shows you about how what are some side effects of alcohol drinking? So again, we have it's going to show you how what one drink is, and then you have a little diagram of a person and all the things that could be a cause of heavy drinking in the harmful category. So if you would like to keep that, you can take that with you and you can look it over and discuss it with your husband.
So is dizziness a side effect?
It can be. It can be a combination of all your stress and then the drinking. But of course, it's not going to be the only factor. There are many that could be playing a part, but alcohol is definitely probably playing a role in there. So you did discuss about how you feel you want to change. Is that right?
I would like to, but I would like everything in my life just to get better. Can you help me with that?
I think maybe we can get down to something. Okay, so this is what we call as a readiness ruler. Where would you place yourself on here? 0 being not at all ready to change, and 10 being very ready and dedicated to change.
Well, I mean, just from understanding I'm in a harmful category, I mean, I would say a 9, but in reality, I don't know. I might really just be a 2. I don't know. I would like to change, but like I said, there's just I don't know how right now.
Okay, so you said first off that you would like to be at a 9, so let's discuss that one, and then we'll get to the 2. What would make you at a 9 instead of like a 5 on that perspective?
Just because I don't want to. I am afraid it might get worse, and I don't want to, put my kids at risk.
Mhm.
I mean, they're my life, and I don't want to risk that. And if if I'm possibly pregnant, I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those things. I guess I'm harming myself, and so that's. But when I say a 2, I feel like I need it just to get by, I guess, and I don't know.
Okay, so on one hand, your family seems like it's very important to you, and especially your kids.
It is very much.
But then on the other hand, you don't really know what else you could do. Is there any other hobbies that you like to do, or any other outlets
have
you
a whole lot of time to myself,
Okay.
but when I do, I like to exercise, and I like to go for walks with my dog.
Okay, so maybe that could be something that you could start to make a little bit more time for yourself. Do you like to clean at all?
No, just because that's a have-to thing.
That's a have-to thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So, have you discussed with your husband about having more time to yourself?
Well, and that's the thing. He's a wonderful husband, and he always was, and he still is. He just, with everything, he can't help right now. And so everything just kind of fell on me all at once, and it's just been, and financially, just, I mean, it's bad.
It's
right
at a
now.
hard spot right
Yeah.
now. That's understandable. Is there anybody else in your family that could possibly be there for you guys at this time? Any grandparents, parents, moms?
My mother, is, she's working too. She works, so, and she is available on some weekends, so I might be able to see if, she could help out. I just would be embarrassed to just kind of be honest about what's going on, I think.
Well, you could always just tell her that, you're having some stress and you just want some time to unwind. And that would be one way about going that. And you said you've changed in the past about cutting things cold turkey. You want to tell me more about that?
Yeah, I took gluten out of my diet, stopped eating bread, just pretty much I just decided one day, because I was having stomach issues, and I just didn't. It made me feel better, and so 5 years later, I still don't do that. I quit smoking 10 years ago. Before I had any children, I wanted to quit smoking, and so I did that. And that's really something hard to do. I know you're probably thinking, well, why don't you just quit drinking?
Oh, no.
But it's just, I don't know, this is different. I feel like this is just, I don't know, I don't know. I need to try. I do.
It sounds like you've had some excellent work in the past about cutting things cold turkey, but maybe we can go about this way, a different alley, since it seems to be a little bit more important and a different way to use. So let's see what things we could talk about changing. So what do you think you would be willing to do to get your drinking in a healthier zone?
I think I need to just quit buying it. Would be for me, and I think I could do that. But I feel like I'm gonna have to fill it with something else, because it's just one of those things that it makes me feel better. So, and I know you asked me about walking my dog, and those things that I enjoy. So maybe I could do that, or just play with my children more. Just be more aware of those things before I think, oh, I need a drink. Just go and do something else.
Okay.
I could try that, but And maybe I just need someone else, maybe a therapist to talk to as
Okay.
well. I mean,
So it sounds like you have a pretty good idea about what you want to do. So that sounds like a plan. Well, if you don't mind, if you want to go ahead and try those at home and see how they pan out for you, you can come back in next month, or if you don't come back in and schedule an appointment, we can call you and see how it's going.
I would like to schedule an appointment.
Okay.
And if you guys could help me with a referral to maybe a therapist or someone to help me, I would appreciate that.
I can talk to the doctor and see what we can work out. But I will look forward to talking with you next month and seeing how far we've come, or if those haven't worked, if we can go down a different alley.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.